Joined by Detroit Lions offensive coordinator, John Morton. You're a Michigander. This is your hometown team. How do you process being the OC, your dream, for a dream team?
Yeah, I think it's really cool. I think about it every night. I see the people's faces, even when I'm out and about right now, which is not very much. But I can see, like, man, we got to get this done. Why didn't it happen? All of that. But I think it's cool that I have a chance to maybe, bring the Super Bowl trophy back or here to Detroit. So
I know you've had memories of going to the Silver Dome, watching Lions games. Do you recall one of your favorite ones?
Yeah, I remember my first game. My dad took me and my brother to. It was a Monday night game, and it was against the Giants. And I think it was either Joe Ferguson was the quarterback or Hipple. It was one of those guys, but I remember that. I remember a Thanksgiving game I went to, but I remember my first one, and I thought that was pretty cool. It was Monday night.
You have quite a journey through football. It started almost at the Combine. You were in the fastest 40 in 93. Do you remember the time?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was 4.36, but it'll say
4.39.
Right, but that was like electronic, but handheld it was like 4.36. Whatever, it doesn't matter. But I always, it's always a joke. Like I did it with a mullet and high tops.
Impressive.
But the other guys were doing all these stretches of track and everything, and I wasn't. I was just sitting over there, and boom, I just go. But I had to train. I trained a lot. I was kind of into that stuff, running, lifting, and all that, and technique. I had pretty good technique coming out of the blocks, but yeah, straight line. Don't ask me to stop.
No. How did that journey in football lead you here to OC? What really sticks out to you when you think about what's gotten you here?
I just think work ethic. I've always been a blue-collar type of guy. My dad worked for 30 years on the assembly line, basically, at GM. Assembly line. Like he didn't want to be the OC and wear a white collar. He just wanted, he's from. My parents were from the hills of Kentucky, so all they know is just work. You got to work for your food. So I saw him getting up early in the morning. The first time, and that's all I saw. So I got into coaching, and it's watching John Gruden. He's getting up at 3. You have to be here when I'm here. I'm like, okay, I'll do whatever it takes. So, but yeah, that's what I've learned. I've learned what it takes, through hard work, through you watching, your mom and dad or your brother or coaches. You just learn from them, and I kind of just fell into it.
Back in 2022, when you were here in Detroit, you were under the radar, but you were working in the quarterback's room. Yeah. Looking back, hindsight, how important was that now that coming in here and you're getting to work with Jared Goff as his OC?
Yeah, I think it was big. When this process started, Jared was a big part of that. I think me being in that room, him getting to know me, it helped.
What vision do you have for this offense? And you've said that, a lot is in place, and you want to make it simple for players. You want them to play fast. Yeah. So what do you envision for your offense?
Well, let's build off of what they've been doing here. We got our staff together now. We've been looking at the playbook. We'll get into the cut-ups and kind of figure that out. What can we do better? And that's okay. Let's make sure we put the guys in the right position to have success to help us win. We're going to do whatever it takes to win the game.
Perfectionist, maniacal, energetic. Those are words that have been attributed to you. Yeah. What do you align with the most?
Yeah. You'll hear me on the practice field.
Okay.
You will hear me. I'm teaching, but I want everybody to hear. I'm not yelling at people. I want everybody to hear me.
Okay.
I'm a stickler on the details, consistency, over and over and over and over, because that's all I've seen that works. And if we don't do that, if we don't demand that, then it's not a winning performance. And we got to make sure we do that as coaches.
You're taking over one of the top offenses in the NFL from last season. What excites you most about
last few seasons?
Yeah.
Really.
What excites you most about calling those plays?
I'm really excited because sometimes you just call a play and it's not the right play call, but that player's going to make it work. You know, so, and you got, you know, the top guys at every position, so that's pretty fun. You know, whatever we got to do to keep the defense off their toes, and you know, they got to cover a lot of guys here, a lot of weapons. I mean, they've done a great job of drafting, and that's where it all starts. It's a young team, which is really good, but it's going to be fun and exciting.
And to clarify, we're going with Joe Mo, not J Mo.
There is a J Mo here.
There's
People
a
do
J-Mo.
call me J Mo. We'll let him have that.
All right.
But everybody calls me Johnny Mo.
Johnny Mo.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.